So we're in the Lincoln sale room. John, what are we looking at here?
Here we're looking at two pieces in some ways. We've got an Italian marble Pietra Dura inlaid top, which has got wonderful inlays of marble and various different semi-precious stones. We've also got a walnut base that was almost only English, that was put together in about 1850, 1860. The person that purchased the top would have been on the Grand Tour in Italy, travelling around and learning all about the arts, and also bringing back souvenirs.
You mentioned put together, so are you saying this wasn't created as the piece we see now initially?
No, they would have bought the top in Italy, and then what would have happened? They would have created a base in England when they came back. So this would have been created back over quite a few months, shipped back from Italy. Eventually, it comes back, and an English craftsman has made the base.
Tell me a bit about the base itself then, and the wood that we're looking at here.
And we're looking at something that's in walnut. It's got this wonderful carving on the border, what they call column supports, and almost like a Gothic base. So sort of typical thing you would have had in England from about 1860 to about 1880. So it's useful to be able to date it. It's got casters on. It's basically a library table or a centre table. So it's something you would walk around and just admire and use for putting things on occasionally, but really it's something just to look at.
It's quite a weighty piece, isn't it? We tried to move it a moment ago. That's because of the top, isn't it?
Yeah, incredibly heavy. The top is about an inch and a half thick, so it's really, really heavy.
Just describe the top that we're looking at here as well.
Yeah, the top is basically, as I say, it's a black marble. You have various different motifs. So you've got shells, you have grapes and vines, you've also got birds. As I say, all picked out in different marbles, and then sometimes to get the extra definition, they've also engraved into the marble to give the veins of the leaves and sometimes the bloom of the grapes and that sort of thing. It's in wonderful condition, as I say, and it's just a really, really decorative piece.
Very smooth when you rub your fingers over the top, and does that show the quality of it?
It's a sign of the craftsmen of the day. They were wonderful craftsmen in Italy, working in marbles and as I say, semi-precious stones. And ultimately, yes, it is very flat. If you run your finger over, you can feel a slight ridge, so you can tell that it's actually inlaid into it. You can get tables like this which are actually painted on the top, which obviously would have been which you would be even flatter. But obviously they were slightly different type of tables.
Do these things come up very often?
Not very often. A lot of these are still in country houses around the UK, Scotland and Ireland. So very, very rare to come across a table of this quality and this nature.
If you'd like to know what it's sold for, go to the website.